Hey everybody, Captain B-Nard back here with another Wi-Fi battle. Today we have a battle against Mosty, and she has a really cool team as you can see, which should make for another interesting match. So we're going to go ahead and get right into it. So, looking at her team, I wasn't sure what she was going to want to lead with. She definitely has a couple of good choices there. So I just decided to lead with my Crobat Batman, as she actually ends up leading with the Mimikyu. So, right out of the gate, she actually is going to go for a Shadow Sneak, which was a bit of a surprise. I really don't know why she would do that. Just wanted to get some chip damage early, I guess. But I'm going to go straight for a U-turn just to break the disguise. And, of course, that is going to give me a mandatory switch after I take some damage from the Life Orb. So, off of that, I'm going to switch in with my Tyrantrum. Rex. I am max physical defense, so I know I can take any attack from this thing. So she goes for a play rough and actually misses, which was quite unfortunate for her. So I am going to go for the head smash in return, and I am going to land that to one-shot kill the Mimikyu and drop her down to 5 Pokemon. So then she is going to come in with Sylveon. So, of course, that is going to force me to switch. I don't want to take a fairy attack from this thing. So, I'm going to come in with my Slowking, the Burger, ready to eat some Whoppers. So, she is going to go for the Moonblast, which is going to take me down by about a quarter, which was not too much. And then this turn, she is going to go for a Shadow Ball, which is going to take me down to about half. And she does get the special defense drop, which was unfortunate. I am going to fire off a Psychic in return, which is going to take her down by about a third. So this turn, I do have to switch with the special defense drop. I don't want to take another hit from this thing, and I do want to get my Regenerator. So I'm going to come in with my Magnezone, the Friend Zone, as she does go for the Shadow Ball yet again, taking me down by about a third. And I'm going to regain some health with the leftovers. So this turn, she is going to go for the switch, doesn't want to take a steel attack, so she is going to come in with the Delphox, predicting that, as I do go for the Flash Cannon, hoping she would stay in there, but she does switch and take that pretty nicely. It only takes her down by about a quarter, but I'm going to regain more health with the leftovers, which is good. So I'm going to go for the switch here. I don't want to take a fire attack from this thing, so I'm going to switch directly back into my Slowking, as she does go for the Flamethrower. So I am max special defense with an Assault Vest, so that is not going to do hardly anything to me. So she actually stays in here, goes for a Hypnosis, and actually misses, so that was interesting but kind of unfortunate. So I am going to fire off a Scald, and that is going to be enough to take out the Delphox and drop her down to 4 Pokemon. So then she is going to come in with Landorus and get the Intimidate to lower my attack. And she actually goes for a U-turn in here. I stayed in kind of predicting the Stealth Rock or maybe a Swords Dance. Didn't want her to set up, but she actually ends up taking me out with the U-turn, which was a little bit of a surprise. So that is going to drop me down to 5 Pokemon. And then she does get the mandatory switch into the Cloyster, but because it was a U-turn, I do get the type advantage here, switch, so I am going to come in with my Hariyama Samoa Joe, and I'm going to go straight for a Fake Out just to break the possible Focus Sash on there and also get the mandatory flinch. So this turn, she is going to go for the Icicle Spear, and because of the skill link ability, it is going to hit 5 consecutive times, but I do have the Thick Fat ability, so that is going to weaken the damage. That is only going to take me down by about a third, and I'm going to go for a Close Combat in return, which is going to cut my defenses, but more than worth it to get rid of the Cloyster and drop her down to 3 Pokemon. So then she is going to come back in with Landorus, and she is going to get the Intimidate to lower my attack. So I do have to go for a switch here with my stats lowered, plus I really don't have a good move to hit this thing with. So I'm going to come in with my Crobat yet again. She does go for the Earthquake, so I'm not going to do anything to me there. This turn I do outspeed her, and I am going to go straight for the Brave Bird, trying to get as much damage as I can on this thing. And that does take her down to about a quarter, and I'm going to take quite a bit of recoil damage and also life orb damage. And she is going to go for a Rock Slide in return, which is going to be enough to finish off my Crobat and drop me down to 4 Pokemon. So then I'm going to come in with my Rabombi, and I do outspeed, so I'm going to go straight for a Moonblast, and that is going to be enough to finish off the Landorus and drop her down to 2 Pokemon. So then she's going to come back in with the Sylveon, and I'm actually going to take this opportunity to go for a Quiver Dance here to get my special attack, special defense, and speed increase, trying to set up to potentially close out the rest of her team with this thing. She actually just goes for a Shadow Ball, maybe predicting a switch on my side, I'm not sure, but that is only going to take me down by about a third. So this turn I am going to fire off a Moonblast of my own, which is going to drop her into the red, but it is also going to activate her Citrus Berry to give her some health back, and she is going to go for a Psyshock here, which was a good play since it does deal physical damage to me. I am just barely going to survive that with 9 health, though, fortunately, and fire off one more Moonblast, which is going to be enough to finish off the Sylveon and drop her down to just 1 Pokemon. So then she is going to come in with Gardevoir, and she is going to trace my Shield Dust ability. Not really going to matter, though, because she is immediately going to go for the Mega Evolution into Mega Gardevoir. But I am going to outspeed this thing because of the Quiver Dance, so I am going to hit her up with the Bug Buzz, and that is going to drop her down to about a third of her health, and she is in turn going to go for the Hyper Voice, which is going to be more than enough to finish off my Rabombi and drop me to 3 Pokemon. So then I'm going to come back in with Magnezone, and I was kind of hoping that she would either not have the Focus Blast here or go for it and miss, but unfortunately she does connect with that, and unfortunately that is going to be enough to take out my Magnezone and drop me down to 2 Pokemon. So then I'm going to come in with my Hariyama, and I'm going to go for the Fake Out here as chip damage. That is going to drop her into the red and, of course, get the mandatory flinch. And this turn I am just going to go straight for a Bullet Punch, which is going to be more than enough to finish off the Gardevoir. And that is game. So I did win this one 2-0. Against Mosty, but very good game. Thanks for watching again, everybody. Hope you all enjoyed. Please hit that like button, leave a comment, and or subscribe if you did enjoy, and stay tuned for more new battles in the future. So that's it, and we'll see you next time.